Welcome back to the windy fields of Perthshire. So windy, in fact, that I'm having to hide in the trees just to try and get some shelter. So, I am back, just me. I don't know if anyone else is actually going to come, but I've messaged them all. But I think everyone's busy. So I'm back out on the field where Martin found that fantastic silver cross. We've tested it, it's silver. And who knows, medieval, post-medieval, early Christian, 7th century. I mean, it could be all of the above. So I'll be interested to see all your comments because I haven't actually posted that video yet. And as you know, Martin found that stunning Gold Ryal, which is a type of golden noble. It's Flemish, from the 15th century off this field a year ago. And value of that potentially is between £5,000 and £12,000. So fingers crossed, there's some more good stuff to come. So we'll see what happens. Again, thank you all for the support. 16,000 subscribers. The view count is through the roof. I'm just so happy that people enjoy watching. So let's go and see what else we can find. So welcome back to the Gold Noble field. As you can see, it was ploughed a good few months ago. It's not got a crop in it at the moment, and it's had about 3 months to settle. We've barely metal detected it since it got ploughed. Came out the first time and got almost nothing. Oh, knocked my metal detector over. We got almost nothing, and we just decided to sort of leave it, and then obviously we start finding other things in other places, and it's really difficult to get the time to come back. So as you'll see, I'm going with this program, sensitive full tones, and it served me very well. I would say it's my go-to program, and I got 2 bits of silver on this field the last time we were out. Problem is there's an electric pylon which does interfere. Doesn't seem to matter how much I balance and such like, still causes me problems, but we'll see how we get on. Hammered coin for me, a 6pence of Queen Victoria, so hopefully there's more to come. Well, it's taken me 38 minutes to get a signal, and even then it's not great. It's a very faint 62, 65. Could be tin foil, could be a hammered coin. Well, it's got a bit of depth to it, whatever it is. So, spadeful number 2. See what happens. No, still in the hole, I think. Still in the hole, but I don't have high hopes whatsoever because I'm not going to find a hammered coin at that depth. Hopefully, though, you can hear the sound difference, which is huge compared with how it sounded before I dug it out. What's that? That's it there. That is it. So, is it silver or is it aluminium? I believe it's aluminium. It's a little slither of a tin can. 58 minutes in. Now listen to this signal. Drop that down there. Listen to this. Absolute junk. And it's a coin. And the reason it's junk is because it's a spendable. It's a 1p. A 1p spendable. God, you don't get into metal detecting to get rich. 2002. Queen Elizabeth II. You can see her looking to the right hand side. And on the back, 1 penny. There you go. 1 hour. And that is the extent of my quality finds. And it's raining. 1 hour and 1 minute. And We've got a 69. It's probably the best signal I've had yet, and even then it's still not very good. And hopefully, because it's deeper, it's something epic and it's on its edge. Nope. Still in there. Let's go forward a wee bit. Come on. Ah, come on, you've got to be out. What a nightmare. Right, let's move some of that back a bit. So we're still in there. At last we're out, and it sounds even worse now it's out the ground than it did when it was in it. So what we got? More aluminium. Or nothing at all. Does work. Oh. What's that? That is it. We have got a fragment of copper alloy. It's got an edge, who knows, but it looks like junk to me. 1 hour and 22 minutes in. 1 hour and 22 minutes, and it's been diabolical, and the weather is pretty diabolical too. I've got another digger, but it still isn't great. Coming in 79 to 80, and it's probably going to be a bit of copper or some kind of junk. You know, Albert's phoning me, so I'm going to keep recording. We'll see if he's going to come back or not. There it is, right there. It is a bizarre piece of lead. It's another of these, what would you call it, a golf tee? So it was suggested, if you remember, I found one of these in the Roman field. Has that got letters or is that just lines? No, that's just lines. I found a smaller one of these in the Roman field. About half the thickness, similar shape, that little sort of golf tee on the end. And the suggestion was it was a sproul, or a sproul, how do you pronounce it? Let's go with sproul. For casting lead, maybe for making musket balls. But look at the size of that one. That is a big bit of waste, if that is a sproul or a sproul. So let me know in the comments below. That's the find of the day so far, which shows you how terrible the detecting's been. Right, let me go and phone Albert back and see if he's coming out or not. Well, Albert is coming. I've told him I've not got that long, so he's going to be here in 5 minutes. And his luck, his influence seems to have rubbed off on me already, because no sooner do I hang up, just 30 seconds after getting that little bit of lead, and I've got the best sounding target of the day. Coming in at an 85, 86. And I tell you what, it might be a coin. Might be a coin. No guarantees, but it could be. It could be. If it's out now, maybe. Yes. Right, still sounds meh. I don't think it's going to be a coin. That's my guess. Maybe a buckle or a bit of lead. Thought that was it there. It almost looks like a little ingot, but it's a stone. Come on, what's that? That's a stone. That's it in there. Well, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there. What is that? What is that? That is it. Right, we've got a weird one. Have we got a relic? Or is it just a bit of junk? Let's get the old toothbrush out. Give her a wee rub-a-dub. It's almost like a bullet, but it's very light. Very light. So, what the hell is that? Well, I was going to say maybe it's a shape, a dagger shape. So when you put your little knife in a sleeve, a leather sleeve, like a scabbard, at the very tip of it you would have a little metal, what's called a shape, to basically stop you stabbing yourself in the leg. It's almost like health and safety in the medieval period. But the problem is, normally the shapes are hollow, as far as I'm aware. This one isn't. But also it's very, very light. I don't know what that's made of. But chances are it's probably junk. Oh well. Now what am I always telling you all? Check the hole. Now, nothing. You hear that? 86 to 90. So there is another target. There is another target. $86, and we're out. Tell you what, it could be a coin after all. Sounds like a coin. Ah, it's a coin. It is a coin. Look, look, look. It's battered. I think it's Gorgeous George. I think it is Gorgeous George. Let's get a wee look and see. It's not in good condition at all, which is unusual because normally George V's coins come out in pretty good condition. But not so this one. So George V was the grandson of Queen Victoria. He ruled from 1910 when his father, Dirty Bertie, the Playboy Prince, died, and he ruled until 1936 when his son George VI took over. So yeah, not in very good condition, but you can just make out the head looking to the left. Now, can we get a date? We actually can. 1920, 1920. 2 years after the end of the Great War, which was basically a war between the royal families because George V was at war against his cousin, Kaiser Wilhelm II, and his other cousin, Tsar Nicholas, the Tsars of Russia, along with his wife and children, were all cruelly murdered, bayoneted, and killed during the Russian Revolution. And there's some suggestion George V may have had the opportunity to save them, and he chose not to. But there we go. It's a coin, and I'm a happy man. Well done, Albert. Albert might indeed be a lucky charm, because since he's phoned, I've had 3 signals in 3 minutes. Look, that was the lead plug, the golf tee. That was, well, 2 signals in 1, and right next to it, we got an 82. Now, I doubt it's going to be a coin, but hey, you never know. Could be a halfpenny, could be a buckle, could be a wee bit of lead. Well, it's still down there, and it's sounding louder. Well, it looks like a tin can, so damn you, Albert. You're no luck at all. It is. That is a bit of a tin can. Oh well. 1 hour, 38 minutes. So much for Albert, I'll be here in 5 minutes. It's been about 20 minutes. 64. Sounds like button territory to me. In fact, that could be it right there. It is it right there. It's right on the surface. Didn't even need to dig. And it is indeed a little button. A little 4-holer. It's got writing on it, so it's probably a manufacturer. Now we've got quite a lot of buttons off this field that have got makers. Most of them tend to be Perth, Blairgowrie, Cooper Angus or Alyth, which are all local villages to Perth where we're metal detecting, or Perthshire, near Perth. So that to me might be Blairgowrie. B-L-A-I-R, yep, I think it is. Blairgowrie. So that's a village about 10 miles, 12 miles to the north of where I am. So clearly there were lots of workers in the field from Blairgowrie. On date wise, it's probably going to be 1820 to 1900, give or take. 1 hour and 45 minutes, and I tell you what, I could have some milled silver. It is a very nice 90 to 91. Could be a Georgian penny, because they often come in a real... Oh no, it's a bloody bottle top. Ah! It's a bloody bottle top. Damn it. Well, there you go. It sounded just like that Queen Victoria that I got yesterday, but not to be. 1 hour, 55 minutes, and this was the hardest signal to track down. Thought it was actually going to be a little button when I found it, but it's not. It's a little furniture tack. Came through at a 50-51, and yeah, off a bit of upholstery on maybe a chair. Damn. Still no Albert. Well folks, that's me. I've just done 2 hours. The weather is turned really bad. I've just checked the weather forecast and there's a great big patch of heavy rain coming in. Wasn't supposed to be here till tonight. It's going to be here. Well, it's already started. So I've decided to bail after 2 hours. Now that is the extent of the good stuff. You can't get treasures all the time, although we have been on an incredible run. Partly helped by the incredible permissions that we've got. We've got access to a field next to a Roman fort, an Iron Age village, in fact 2 Iron Age villages. We've got Bronze Age sites, we've got medieval farmsteads, we've got it all. So fingers crossed, maybe better to come next time. So no Albert, he's still not here. I'm going to phone him as I'm heading back to the car and tell him that he's missed his chance, that I'm heading home. And I'm going for dinner with my wife. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I know it's not much to look at, but that's as good as it gets. You can't win them all. Take care, and thanks for watching.